I'm
recording.
All right, Dan's recording this video on his brand new HD recording Droid X, so that'll mean that, I'm going to be looking glamorous in all of my
720p, baby.
720p glory. That's exactly right. You're just getting recorded on my standard little Palm Pre Plus. So we're going to have a little combat to see how these videos look on YouTube. I keep looking over at Dan, and Dan keeps just zooming the camera like a crazy man. So hi there, Dan's watchers. Okay. It'll be out of control.
This is actually the first real video I've recorded on this phone because I played with this a little bit, but I haven't quite got it all figured out yet.
So is it going to be apparent over the course of this that I haven't shaved today? That's what's going to prove whether we're in HD.
I can actually see that on the screen right now.
Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. And probably also showing off the helmet hair that you get after wearing these headphones for a while.
Did you shower today at all?
I did shower. I'm very clean. I just didn't shave. It was just too much work. Thanks for pointing that out. So anyway, this is our recap from the show from August 28th, 2010.
Yes.
We are not going to have a show next week because the Hawkeyes will be playing football. So instead, we will be posting things like this on YouTube and, podcasts on our website at whoradio.com.
Yeah, we'll see.
Loads of fun there. So Dan has the brand new Droid X this week. Your review of the Droid X, Dan?
I'm digging this phone. It's a huge learning curve, with the software and everything, but I am really loving this phone. Mm-hmm. And just so the people that are watching this on your video can see, here's the screen, okay? Can you see the screen?
There's recording of the... Yeah, this is nice. We've got this weird, trippy picture-in-picture thing. It's gigantic, though. It's like the size of a brick.
It is. It's huge, and I love it.
Nice. So you're going to have that going on, and you're testing out how well the video works. So you're also finding out that the battery gets used up because it's using a lot of programs the whole time that you're running the whole thing.
Yes, the phone seems to, all the programs seem to run in the background and drain the battery down. It's driving me nuts.
Right.
There are ways to solve this problem, but I haven't quite got them all figured out yet.
And you also got very helpful advice, I believe, from a listener who had suggested a program you could use as an app killer or something like advanced app killer. I'm trying to remember because
automatic task killer.
Okay, there we go.
Automatic, which I have installed and configured, but so far I don't think I've got it running correctly yet. So
no, I understand. Well, you were trying to configure it while we were doing the show, and that was a little bit goofy.
I configured it during a break. I need to put some more time into it.
I guess so. So we figured that out. We still have to debate whether tactile keys will be around on phones in a few years. I'm still arguing that the tactile keyboard here, for viewers watching Dan's version of the show, sorry, I turned it sideways there, the keyboard will be around in 10 years.
No way.
I guarantee it.
I say no.
It has to be.
No, it doesn't have to be.
It has to be because people like me are still going to need it. That's the problem. We're still going to demand that it's there.
They'll have something better.
No.
They'll have something better, Brian.
What's going to be better?
Marches on.
Okay, I'll give you one thing. There's one possibility I'll put out here as a possibility. If they figure out how to project the screen or project the keyboard onto the table, they've been working on this technology, that you can then just type on a table. They'll have those.
They have that now.
But I'm still going to say it's not going to work for those of us. For instance, I'm thinking if you're on an airplane flight, you're not going to be able to drop the tray table down to use that keyboard while you're flying, while you're in the takeoff or the landing mode. So it's not going to be allowed. I don't think that they're going to do away with tactile keyboards in complete.
They will.
I don't think it'll be completely done.
I hope screens get bigger on smartphones too.
Understandable, and they might. They will. They'll keep getting better, but I think it's a little much to ask. So figured that out, and speaking of flights, the FAA finally approved the new system to use GPS in passenger aircraft.
Well, they're testing
a long time in coming. Well, they just had the first flight that would be allowed to use it.
Not every plane's going to have GPS anytime soon.
That took a little while. So we have video online at whoradio.com of Lady Gaga being played on the Iowa State University Carillon.
I haven't watched that video yet. I haven't seen that yet.
Pretty awesome. It's at whoradio.com on the Wise Guys page, so that's there. Talked about the delivery of education online via the YouTube and the internet and things like that. Why did I just call it the YouTube? I sound like Ted Stevens, who, by the way, just passed away, so that sounded dumb. Ted Stevens, the Alaska senator who was in that plane crash about a week and a half ago, I think it was.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He was the guy who thought the internet was made of tubes. That was the guy.
Is he about 140 years old?
Well, he's dead now, but he was older, and he used a very ill-advised metaphor for describing how the internet worked. He gave the appearance of believing that he actually thought it was running through a plumbing system.
It actually is, only it's copper wires going through the phone company.
Yeah, that was, well, yeah, exactly. It's using tubes of a sort, but not of the sense that we were talking about.
Okay.
So anyway,
you should listen to the Wise Guys more often then.
Well, he's dead now, so that's not going to happen. So we talked about that. We talked about the bank theft that took place because apparently somebody did exactly like we talked about 2 weeks ago on our show from the state fairgrounds and conducted one of those online bank thefts where they appear to have stolen about $600,000 from the Catholic Diocese of Des Moines. Fortunately, smart people working at Bankers Trust here in Des Moines figured it out and did something about it. So good for them.
Zoom on you.
I appreciate that. That's high tech. That's the next thing that's coming is live zooming video. So
Close up on my ear.
You're such an odd duck. Anyway, we talked about that, the cloned cow at the Iowa State Fair, and how I'm not really bothered by it one bit. And I'd eat meat from a cloned cow or drink milk from a cloned cow. It doesn't bug me one bit. As I understand it, I think there's cloned milk out there, but milk from cloned cows. It doesn't bother me one bit. It really doesn't. If it's superior milk, it's so much the better. I still think you need virus protection for a Mac, even if you don't.
I'm laughing at you.
If your HD converter breaks down, buy a new one. Don't complain about it like Gary or Gregory did.
Get a digital TV.
Gregory was really upset about that, and I don't know why.
I think he was an old cantankerous guy.
That was in our 7th segment of the show, so if you're looking for the podcast, you can hear that. And then interesting advice about getting an insurance policy on your computer from your homeowner's policy.
I like that.
I don't know if it'll happen.
I'm going to actually go look into that.
I guess you'll have to. You do have a lot of them there. So
I have a few, yeah.
Viewers of your video are going to have vertigo and probably going to need to get some Dramamine because you've been doing this the whole time. Mine are probably going to be bored to death because it's too stable, but now you can see the two side by side. We've now done picture in picture or picture at picture or something like that. Yeah. That way it's a more stable video. I figured might be fairer. But you've got the high quality HD video and I have the standard definition.
What I should be doing is setting my camera on something like this.
I guess so. Anyway, that's our recap for August 28th, 2010. We're out of here for a week. We won't have a show next week. We will have a very brief show the week following that Dan's probably not even going to bother to show up for.
Probably not.
So I'll do it then in 2 weeks. In the meantime, hit us up online at whoradio.com. You can email us at wiseguys@whoradio.com. You can text us anytime. I point at the screen because it comes up on our computer screens at 515-989-1040. Any final thoughts from you, Dan?
No, I want to get out of here.
Let's go. It's been nice talking to you. Have a good week.
Ciao for now.
We'll see you.